I am live. Welcome and welcome, Danny Styla, live right about now. Got some madness to talk about as I've been analysing YouTube uh, through the topic. Yeah, I was going to name this episode Madness for a few reasons. I think there's a lot of people madness. So when I get asked a stupid question, probably causing diverse, should say, um, between me and what people believe. What I can say is it's just whatever you believe in. You know, what's going on in the country, madness. They're on certain people. No, it's madness. These are the things that the people try to get. Talk about, get my opinion from. Personally, I think it's nice and good. It's a good way of getting someone to open up and see whether they've got any racial parts in their brain. Right, camera's messing about and I'll flick it back on in a moment. See you now. There we go. On it. Yeah, so I'll see if I can get a couple in before I drop the kind of like madness bomb what I've got where I'm like, what do you need? What people in? But I think I need a couple more people in because I don't really want to raise this topic without some of the original people start when I was at the beginning. The new the interview with, it now gives me like a rabbit hole to go down on looking at what's going on between these two people. So if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you know who I mean. But I wouldn't. I don't just want my opinion. I want to see your Twitter because I'm debating it in real life, like not just on the internet. I know a lot of you guys are on the, a lot of it is said on the internet, and obviously probably not going to go home and say to your partner or whoever you talk to, yeah, you know what, this guy on the internet, that guy on the internet, yeah, you know. So it's YouTube talk more than anything, and what's coming now, Facebook is where like lives now because of the TikTok live and Instagram live and Facebook live because of those. You know now, like the views that you're getting on YouTube, comparison to what views you would take on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. The views are big and high, but the more out there, I wouldn't want to be on the front page of everybody's Facebook. Yeah. So there's these two YouTubers at the moment. Yes, Secrets. Wow. So comment. Sorry, gang. Pick up anyone that passes through as well. You know that. Pick up our Secret. Is out there. Are you in work? Or are you off at the summer holidays? Not letting you do that one, right? I'll keep that. So, yeah, so these two YouTubers that we all know are both getting at each other at the moment. But remember a long time ago when we used to have these YouTube back and forths, they used to stay on YouTube. Sometimes it'd turn into a mobile phone call. Someone threatening some fucking idiot over the phone, or someone would pull up, and we've had a few madnesses on the dark side of YouTube. Let's be fair, right? But right now we've got two of the most prominent faces of a specific place, and the accusations are crazy. Get me? Crazy. Now this is where I'm now going to say this is where it goes from YouTube because it's so crazy to Facebook. Because everyone's interested. Because everyone's like, could that be true? Is that possible? And your average everyday person, this is what I'm talking about. Your average everyday person now that I'm around, I'm not in the hood no more. So I'm away from all of them. I'm away from anyone. You know what I mean? I still speak to my people, I still the eyes and I still go see him and back and forth. But obviously, getting older, I don't really go to Manchester as much to mingle and mix. It's family type thing. Um, so I don't really have my ear to the street like that. But when my friends and the normal people that I've got around me are saying to me, "You seen that?" and they're showing me a video of, of two of the well, showing me one video and another video, and like I say, the accusation that's being made by one individual, that's not the person that I know from YouTube and the person that I've had interact. I actually think is in the wrong. I don't think he's correct. I think it's madness what he's saying. I don't think it's possible. But then I'm having other people saying to me, they think it's possible. They're actually saying, it looks like it's me, putting the two together and going, yeah, look at that. So it's gone from YouTube to now on the home feed on everyone's pages. I'll wait. I'm going to keep this shit rolling. I'll wait to see if you know, anyone can figure out what I'm on about, who I'm on about, and why I'm on about it. Why am I on about it? I also, as well, I'm going to put a slash inside this because I got some shit. Man, I've seen all these guys. I'm about to go mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one here, we're going to switch it up. So remember what I've just said there. My head's blown off at the moment, and the fact that I can't believe that two of these YouTube prominent figures, one of them saying madness about the other, and I'm like, you can't say that. And people are saying to me that are not part of the YouTube world, I have to believe it. And I'm like, oh, I'm coming on the tube to express what I like, kind of think, but I need others. But here's the other one that I'm going to let loose. Like, what the fuck is going on in America with that Andrew Tate right there? Right, free the top, whatever, free nothing. Right, those type of madness charges. It, it's he's admitted it on camera. I've seen it. You know what I mean? The things that he said. Secret Spill was one of the first people to kind of say to me, like, he has said some airy things on camera. And since then, he said worse. Um, you know, whether he's guilty of doing the actual specific crimes that they're on about the doing, whatever he's doing, push ups outside the prison saying free top G and all that. Like, yo, that is the worst thing that like that's like praying to Andrew Tate in jail. Like he's in jail and you're down at the bottom of the jail and you're doing press ups, shouting for your top G. That is real like like leeches, weirdos, freaks. Sorry, like you know. So if YouTube is listening to this, I don't support or agree with anything that Andrew Tate comes out with, apart from look after your body, look after your mind. They're the only two things that I think he's come out with now. Other than that, he's been in madness, and I don't agree with any of his ideologies and the way that treats or his brother with 15 passports, and one of them is called the James Bond villain, uh, Vladimir Scott, which is a villain out of James Bond. Uh, these guys are mental. So madness is madness. That's madness. People doing press ups. Oh, they're out there now doing press ups for him. He's putting hand out the window, and they're all screaming at him like he's Michael Jackson. He's just a guy that gets on the internet and does what I'm kind of doing now, saying, "Fuck the system, do this, do that. Yeah, I've got big cars. I've done this," but then he's got a string of charges. I don't know how many charges now. That are saying that coercive, coercive, and obviously the R word and all those type of things. And some of the things that he said literally are we find you guilty of some of the things that you said, man, because you said it out your own mouth. He's obviously dumped himself a hole like that. I don't agree with I don't agree with coercive behaviour. So nowhere on earth. In the past on YouTube videos, I've messed about and said, yeah, the top G, Andrew Tate and all that. But I don't believe he's the top G. Yeah, he's been successful at getting money in life, but he says that he's trying to help these people become, like the brains are getting rotted by society. I hope, yeah, society is in a mental place. It's on the screen, like, but when it comes down to this camera stuff, like, oh, you know, I bought my hydration bottle of what kind of coke and sugar. Uh, coffee magazine, maybe I'm absolutely that tired. But everyone's told me, yo, Danny, 2.2 million people from apples in there and that start to go quiet. Anyway, I jumped in, try and share it, try and get $5 there, keep rocking and rolling. I've got the earphones ready. I hope everyone can hear me as well. Like, let me have a look at the finger. Yo, yeah, that's all right, isn't it? I've got the earphones ready for anyone going through. Um, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. What? How many minutes now? 30 minutes. That means light up time. Um, yeah. So if you're a weirdo, get down on the floor and give Andrew Tate 50 press ups. I will admittedly say that I did it, and the reason why I did it, you're gonna think, what the fuck do you mean you did it? Did 50 press ups for Andrew Tate? Because they're saying that's what you've got to do, like to show him release him from prison. I did it just so I could get up afterwards and say, has he been released? Right, then did it. I didn't do support him. I did it to prove it fellow the football. I swear too much on YouTube these days when you get banned out shadow. Um, yeah. So yeah, that madness that I was talking before. Let's flip back to the beginning. Yeah, Andrew, forget Andrew Tate and his brother. Like I say, they're obviously guilty of specific crimes. Um, whether they be as ruthless as what the charges be paid out, God knows. I don't know. I don't know. God will deal with them accordingly. Um, you know, everyone will meet the maker. So I know that I'm out here doing all right because I'm not causing no. He's like the devil, though. When you think about like I ain't never thought about it like that. Like if you watch Andrew Tate, right, and listen to him. I don't. I watch streams and people react to streams. So I might be watching Matt Moore or some shit, and he'll be, you know what I mean? Or even Trap Ross. I'll watch him, and he'll be doing an Andrew Tate video, so I get to see Andrew Tate bullshit through that. I don't sit there watching Tate videos like some weirdo. Nah, you're mad, mate. You're mental. Better things to do. But I do watch certain channels and a lot of the reaction channels and stuff like that I watch. I'm also watching to pick up training. Get me? I'm kind of learning what's to be, um, what type of content. We're going to have a lot of body cam reaction videos coming. That's a wave. Um, Got to try and find certain channels, certain people out onto and try and catch cases before anyone gets it. Be the first one to like watch a mad documentary live. I can't believe you can sit there and just watch documentaries on YouTube and like scream away. I think that is absolutely sick. And you can do it for documentary, artistic and journalistic reasons. That's the reason why you can do it. Every now and again, you've got to pause the thing, say, Jesus Christ, this is crazy, what's going on in this documentary. But yeah, I can't wait. It will be fun. So yeah, I'm about to spark and about to spark up. What that's right. So when does everybody's holidays? Like everyone's on holiday at the moment. It's holiday season. This says tea, but should say coffee and it's not coffee. I'm actually letting it down. So it doesn't give you like many much. I'm saying that though. I found that what's it? Somewhere you get the green screen at the back. It started bringing buildings up and everything. Let's have a look at that. See if we can find that. That was funny. That I'm sure there was like brick walls behind me and stuff like that. Remember? It probably looks like one of them now. Yeah, I'm in a green screen there. That's what I'm on. I'm on a pink screen. This YouTube is an incense stick. That's what this is. Just an incense stick. This incense stick. The journalistic documentary music. There is no. It's not a prop. It's just an incense stick. Herbal incense. It's to let the community know that Danny is keeping it calm. Yeah. Remember when Dr. Ratful used to come on in the fucking daytime? Um, drinking beer and that. He's a madman, you know. I need to get hold of him. Someone link his ass. Let me tell you, he is a funny guy, man. Some of these guys on YouTube, like, you know, like Ratful and that, right? I swear to God, I'd love to get cracking with them again. Not that hedgehog, man. Not him. Sorry, Video Craig. I don't like. You're a bit mad, bro. Like, you turn into a fucking stalker. Like, how the hell on earth are you going to follow someone's whole life? Even if you're making some money off them, like, you fancy, but you're not an, he's not, he's not like doing it for like, he's not following someone's life with their permission. You know what I mean? You know, when you do a documentary on someone and you're like, I spent 48 hours with this with ABC and like, it's documentary after, yo, I think that people like, like, listen, I've got good recommendation right now. Right, video credit cards doing that to you makes a daily show about you. Like, like let's say the Danny Styla show, right? And he's just on there, just flipping a life out of me and talking his madness and pointing things out. Oh, right, every day, relentlessly. But what we've got to give him is he finds the right person. Like, who else could you do that to? Like that, like Danny G. Like, not Darren's brother, the fucking Birmingham Viking, whatever he wants to call him, Viking, more like lunatic. You know what I mean? Just a lunatic. Like, being a fully grown adult and thinking in your head now that he screams and shouts like that, right? At people that he's got no beef with, right? I've seen that video with Darren and Billy Moore. Darren screaming in his face, do you know what I mean? I've seen it, you get me? It happens. But that's real anger at a guy there in front of him because he don't like him. I don't know why. I couldn't give a fuck. But let me tell you, when you've got someone like that, Danny G, just going absolutely mental, like rah, about everything, and stood there on interviews with Sean Atwood, so about it takes 6, 7 people, and by the time that I finish with him, and it's like this guy is telling lies, man. Like, what the fuck? No one's ever heard of him. No, like that. So Sean Atwood just found this guy, called him the Viking, told him to just amp himself up. He probably pumped himself full of bleeding. What's that steroid called? The one that sends you mad. Um, Tess and Trenbolone. My man's hitting Trenbolone. He's getting 10 mil of Trenbolone every day. Stick it in his. He's doing that. He's a madman. That is the definition of roid rage. Someone that is going psycho. Did you see the Xbox thing? Like, this year is like when Xbox 360 ever first existed. This guy was screaming at people back then. So this is what I don't like. Yeah, so Video Craig knows how to pick him. Let me tell you, because that guy, that Danny G, is that mental that I've I've not even actually watched it either. I just know that he's kind of. I did used to, all over my hands up and say that I did used to sometimes watch some of that Daily Decker stuff because he it was funny at a point, but then it did get to a point. I think me and Expo and PP and that we was on when we was on Expo's channel. I think we all said like, yeah, like at first it was like, it was winding, Decker up, and you was getting to him, and it was funny, But then after a bit, we're like, "Hey, man, like this guy's got it locked in for 11 a.m. every morning. The Daily Decker. Like, what the fuck?" So, so yeah, I mean, that's like being um, obsessed with somebody, you know. Like, I couldn't do that, man. Like, I think that's strange, strange behaviour, weird behaviour. And them guys over that have been doing them press ups. I know I did some, but I just did it to prove that you won't get released, no matter how many you do. I even said freedom top three at the end, but no, no one got released. So yeah, it's a load of bollocks. Get secret press, thank secret. Yeah, man. So the Daily Decker, everybody else, I think that was in our world, no one else can. Only people that were new, I would say, that would be able to go. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But Daily Decker, that became strange. Then, then it was like, did well we put? I know we did that. We did the trial, the court trial, and obviously we put video Craig like on trial in the courtroom of Expo. So we've done that, and obviously PP is a good prosecutor. Me myself, I'm more of one of like the right guy to type out what's going on. And, I remember he got found guilty of coercive behaviour and biting someone's hand or something. So after that, then we didn't hear from him for a little while. He went a little bit quiet, and then I seen then that he was making like programs on that Danny G. He was doing exactly the same to him what he was doing to Decker, which wears Decker these days. I mean, I don't have a clue. I mean, I don't look it up. A lot of people tell me that YouTube's gone dark now. A lot of beef with people, a lot of trouble with each other, and people doxing and mad stuff like that. A lot of people don't want their information out there because they've got kids and stuff like that, which is totally understandable. Uh, Anyone that does doxing to people, unless like, unless they've doxed, I don't agree with doxing. Should really come to the internet for you should if you're going to come on a channel or join a chat, even if you feel down, like when you feel shit, you have to go in and make others feel like you do. Uh, but some people are natural bullies, aren't they? Just can't help but like kind of pick on the smallest one in the room or the popular one in the room. Like I say, there's always something. And by my own watching, I've seen that some of the old people, not old people, like the old individuals that used to come to the channel, some of them turned sour, and throughout the time, obviously, we're talking it's two, we're talking it's over 3 years of streaming and doing lives and doing little channels, madness. So a lot of people have fell out, but we all had one. We all None of us agreed with it. We didn't give a fuck what you did on YouTube. The only way that we were doxing you and coming to get you is if he was a danger to women and children. Uh, that was something that we didn't agree with, and we would happily put it out there where you are and where you're at when you were dangerous to women and children. Um, that's a little bit like the reason why that we turned our back on Craig. We couldn't have that. Craig may watch one day. He used to watch. So we don't support people that do things like that. And not only that, I don't support people that fight the hours like fingers off and all that, like, or it might not have even been that brutal, but like still, bro, if you go in and search your name in the internet, and a madness like that comes up about you, then you're found guilty as a monster. Um, you've got to be able to get through life and knowing like you can't put yourself in those type of situations to even get yourself blamed, um, causing madness, and getting dangerous women and children put on your motherfucking name. So yeah, man, that just sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, when them type of things get said, uh, not no, you will be doxxed, you will be found, you will be terrorized on YouTube by everybody, and I agree with that part because they are wronged, but then other people like just commenters and like people that have kind of had a bit of beef with each other. I've seen it play out realistically on YouTube as well, where real people are actually that looking on the Instagram calls to each other. I've even had it myself. I had an Instagram telephone call. Not going to say with you, just out of respect. Um, but I had a telephone call, and obviously cheated. I told Bob I will do ABC. The guy obviously, it's not it wasn't a good circumstance. That was from YouTube. So it shows it can become realistic when someone takes it there, someone gets personal. Depends how you're going to take it, like yourself, me. I shouldn't have got to a point where I played into a YouTube drama beef and carried on and settling. You know, I was riding the wave, and I now don't believe that it was fair or correct. I think that it's misusing the I used to come on YouTube when I first started, and I used to say that it's mental health over wealth. Anyone that knows the channel from the beginning knows damn well that we used to shout um, MHOW as it used to be the hashtag. So mental health over wealth. I didn't come on YouTube to be a YouTube thief. I didn't used to come on here to call somebody out. But damn, man, there's been some wrongings. I'm getting emails about my membership. Hey, I got delivery for fiver out my account yesterday. I had to sign into it delivery it. I think giving me the right. My dad brings you, man. Why are you doing that? Must just be signing. Must be doing that. I was saying to him, okay. I spoke to him today, but I not spoke. I don't like all the families like that. But right about now, we're just getting intense. Right around the room, man. You have to pop on it and you can get these incense sticks from one of them little bastards on one of them e-bikes. Not them normal ones, the ones that go about 300 miles an hour. So, have you seen them bikes? Goes right or go past me. So, yeah, so I'll be walking down the road in my own little way, thinking might be thinking. what I'm gonna have for tea. I might be thinking I'll sell Ronaldo when I get home. I'm joking. I mean, on my FIFA game, and then like them bikes come past right past me on the path. The bike goes past so fast. I'm like, then I think to myself, you bike hit me then. That would have sent me over the bridge, man. That guy's doing about 150 mile an hour. Like bikes don't go that fast. So yo, them bikes. I was a very outgoing teenager. You know, used to love cars and stuff like that at that age. Meaning like ones that are shouldn't be in, pinching vehicles, getting up to all sorts. But those bikes, I mean, I never liked motorbikes. I'll give you a couple of examples. I know my Scouser gang. Use love them. Use love your bikes, man. Fuck, you've only got to watch a Mazda video, you know what I mean, to know that they love the bikes, motorbikes. They're sick at doing the wheelies. Oh, why is my dad doing that? Let me answer this. Yeah, my dad's on madness. I can't believe my dad then, yeah, literally, I swear to God, guys turned around and went, I'm just checking to see how you are. As 11, big up. I can't even okay, yeah, I am okay. Is it Uncle PP? PP is a top G into of the old internet, on the YouTube streets. The veteran. And I answered the phone and I knew for a fact that literally I had to like stopped up and I knew just I'm not seeing how you are. I'm fine. Um what it is, gang, right? The reason why you might be checking that I'm alright, I'll give you like a real one. I got diagnosed with ADHD the other week. Like since then I've been a bit like it has been a bit like been having to get to grips with it also as well. It answered a lot of questions, but it's not only answered a lot of questions, it also raised a lot of questions after the ones that answered. So it had me thinking more than what, like, because obviously it's adapting then to a new, like, to already be diagnosed with two, like, I mean, if you want to class PTSD as heavy, we'll say three. I mean, I say PTSD like it's not on mine, because it's actually full diagnosis. It's not when you go to a doctor and you can perspective. When you see a psychiatrist and they stamp it that you've got things, you diagnosed for life with it. That's it. So forever, I'm going to be UPD. It's how I deal with it. That's the it. Forever, I'm going to have ADHD. There is medication for it. It's up to me whether I want to take it. Yo, you're listening. Why everything so sensitive? As soon as you press a button, it does something. I hope all these mad things. Do you not shout? What am I on about? Let's start again. Bottom. Yeah, there we go. That one will do. Back on YouTube. Get that. There we go. Now we have ITV news again, and we've got shit writing at the bottom. So what should we write? Should we write the daily shit coming through? So yeah, I mean, it's pretty nutty, you know. I tell you who's hit a few nails on the head, and you'll still be listening now. Who's hit a few nails on the head with a couple of people that in the past where I kind of liked them or gone towards them on YouTube and started watching them and then been said like, ah, Danny, why is it doing this with the writing? What's going on? What is this? Why? Like, no, just normal, man. Regular. Like, I'm not fucking ordering a McDonald's. It's not letting me go in the comments. Post a comment, right? Let me post one. I'm gonna go back on. Yo, okay, I'll just send it. I'm not just a thing around that. It would have been a lot better if it would have done it like that from the beginning, you know. That's what's going on here. I want it to be like this. I want that side business. Right. Look, I can press the yo now, then the yo that won't let me get out on the screen then because I haven't put the side. Right, so I'll go back onto these now. Uh, like that. Hey, do you know how much now? Do you know how much now and it's on it? No, that I've gone off it. Hey, you can do a poll. You know what would we do now with a poll? Would you do push ups for Andrew Tate? Right. So this beef that's going on that started in the streets. The beef started in the streets. I might save this one for a live tonight. I might save this one for a live tonight, right? I'm gonna spin the camera out now. The comment. But God's done just top for and I wouldn't be able to see that. Yes, God's done, big up my brother. How you doing, my friend? 444, you know, as well, bro. Look at that. I believe in angel numbers, mate. And you put you message me at 444. I believe in stuff like that, me, bro. 1111. That's a powerful angel number. Get shown 1111 a lot. Means that you're on the right track in life. Um, and also, you, it's your angel speaking to you. Letting you know, like, whatever you're doing, like, you're doing it. It's a positive sign. So if you start to see 1111, means everything's in alignment with each other. And start to, you know, just to put your phone and I think 1111 or let's say, you know, 111, like even like the next time you look at it, it's like 11 minutes past one, like, and then that's when you're on your phone and it's 23:11 at night, but really, you know, that stands for 11:11, you're like, wow, There it is. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to put it on the screen and it won't come up. Alright, let me take that back off. Right, so see where God's son's now, but I'm forever seeing 1111 and 333. I know it's blank, bro. Oh, I just should put me internet on, shouldn't I? My Wi-Fi. See out now, it'll be dead in 10 minutes. Yeah, if you're seeing them signs there, Godson, yeah, if you're seeing them, 1111 all the time and 333. Like whatever, whatever's going on for you at the moment, whatever you've applied to your life, like your angels, whoever's your angel, your guardian angel, speaking to you, bro, and letting you know. Um, it's not lunatic talk. I mean, these are powerful things, man. And they put people. Come on, we'll get that on the screen. Get that on the screen. That there, yeah, is correct. Because every time the camera's been switching off, like I want to knock it at 3210. Why has it got a dollar sign on the chat? But let's see what this is. Do you donate money? No. I thought, what the fuck? The vote, man. For that? Listen, StreamYard, good, good company. Give me my money back. Yo, I was in like JD Sports or somewhere, and I was at the counter paying for something. I remember, and it's when StreamYard give you the you know like a trial for so long, and my trial was quite a bit, so I forgot, and then I swear to God, he took $99, $99 out of my account. So obviously that's 60 odd quid. So I messaged the thing, and by the time that I got out of the shop, StreamYard pleasantly refunded my money. So big up StreamYard for that all day. Yeah, I'll have a drag of that joint as well. It's a different joint. Thank you very much. How about that? Like, two joints at once. Not joints, incense sticks. These are incense sticks, YouTube. These are for educational documentary purposes. I do not condone anyone that does anything other than that. Hey, it's not, this is pissing me off now. I'm fighting with it. I'm turning this way. Right then. I'm not at home now having a break. Seeing them same four walls. I mean, I love my walls. That's all that's done. I love my dad. I've got to love your home. Your home is your kingdom, you know. But as like as a man living on your own, like that, just cleaning every day, dog walking, then going shopping for food, and then doing the same thing like day in day in day out. Like, yo, and then the fact that I've put people out of my life, so I'm on the straight and narrow, so I'm not, because it can be misguided, and I am very misguided, can be very I can be misguided. So I I choose to try and not. I'm not friends with my friends, but I'm not um, involved in getting about and going to see them and stuff like that, like, because it then turns into days out turn into nights out turn into madness. You know what I mean? And before you know it, you're back in the crowd, and it happens so easy. You just, you know, I only have to go back to the places that I harmed, right? To the places that I'm known, like so let's say if I go down to Northwich or wherever or Manchester, as soon as I land, I can say I'm here. I'm in the area. Because I've not been around for a while. It's like Danny's about, so people are go out the way to come and pick me up, and it's like even up to me as well where I'm gonna go. So when I'm in Manchester, it's fucking seven different people, like five phone calls what I could make to where I want to go and what I want to do. A lot of the time, I'll literally phone Ivory or Kez and say to them, yo, get a taxi, come, get ready, go and get dressed and that. How you feeling? Yeah, I'm good, bro, I'm good. Right, I'm coming to Manchester. I'll see you in the city centre. And, you know, we'll go all out. You know, I've done that, but there's, the kick goes out of it that there's no, to me now, like, that's what I've got away from. Some may say, you know, so what you're doing then now for like for life, like what you just put everybody off and don't have a life. Watch dogs and cook your food, go to the bed, watch TV, watch YouTube or whatever. Like that life. Um, it can be, but with it, I get peace. There's peace, there's peace at them place because even though it sounds so boring and shit and it does, man, it sounds depressing, it sounds down. I say it like the way I'm saying it, like that's the right there to say, 100, all the way to Sunday, and then it's like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. In them times, big up Andrew Williams all day long, big, big man, you get me, big boss, one of the final big bosses, you know that. So that falling this there, yeah, is very repetitive. Okay, and it's when you learn to find yourself, be on your own and make your own decisions. You know, like your phone, like my phone on a Friday now, my phone's on, like I had to answer the phone before to me dad. That's the only person with the phone. I ain't gonna be none of the man phone. My phone is weekend and so like what one, like you call anyone who's phone all the time. Where you at? I'll get you. Uh, he's got Rico as well. He's so Polish. Uh, so we press up the Rico on the floor, everyone. Can you believe it? They're doing that. Do press up on the floor, so it's absolutely it's free. Like the fire. Like that I don't want to say it. I've said it. You get that. I don't like to be offensive, but you know it is a big thing. You know what I mean? Getting on the floor and doing press ups for another man, and they're all like that. Yeah, we're all about masculinity. What? You are praying to another man. You know, you just say before you did it, I say, nah, but I can do it myself, I do it. press ups every day, but if you drop it, you have to like, oh, break it. Uh, so yeah, I mean, I'm not hitting the gym and that, but every now and again I will get myself down and press up for the fitness like that. All these guys are outside in Miami Gay press up. When Andrew Tate puts his hand out the window, you know, being like girls, like I got to take that concert, going crazy, like the top team. Were you part of the? Are you part of that course, the top team, that build yourself up to be a man course? Is that what you were from the Hustle University? Or you're doing the press up? You've all signed up. Yeah, yeah. I thought he told you to be a man and like what you're doing right now is proper bitching. You're on the floor doing press ups for another man who's in jail for S trafficking, SS, all alleged. Get me? But it's pure smoke and it's pure vocalism from him himself saying that he used to make women fall in love and then turn them into like models on camera. Like that sounds illegal. You get me? Like that sounds illegal. I don't know whether it was 10, 15 years ago. Like I don't know the law like that, but I know that I would do that. You know, if I'm going to get with a female, I'm not going to be looking at them thinking, yeah, I get you. Like that's psycho shit. That's proper psycho shit. So, so when I reanalyze, like, obviously the first time that Tate was on you know, on everybody's devices. He was a buzz to look at. He was funny, you know what I mean? You know, everybody, I used to do it on my channel, right, top at the bottom and that, and obviously I was trolling. But now that I look at them charges and that, and him admitting to saying that he used to do the lover boy tactics, and, you know, like, and then you're learning that some of these people that he was doing it to was only a you know, even if he wasn't actually underage, he was very, very young age. So it's fucking sickening to flatly think that someone's daughter, like, like, go to jail, like, go jail where you're at, man. You know what I mean? You'll get slashed. Don't worry about that. You told good tackle. You'll get a nice line through it. You can't do that. Can't do that. I don't know. Like, it's not free to top and all that. Like, lock him up because he has said what his methods are, and the allegations that are there at the moment, um, when he's been on TV or whatever, our people scream, when he was in Hong Kong saying, if you've got evidence, come and get me to the British government and cozying up with Donald Trump, saying that Donald Trump like him and all this madness and like you've got to see it to believe it, like honestly. Um, you know, fucking saying like, come on, man. Like, how was Donald Trump anything like angry Tate? Like, what's going on? Like, how does he? But what you know, what he's doing, he's told you know. If anyone, wants to join with the chat and say, yeah, of course, he was told, with Barron Trump. Um, again, YouTube. I don't agree with anything that Andrew Tate says whatsoever. Um, Donald Trump has no connection to Andrew Tate. He wants to stay clear of him and all these charges because it's too much like that. Why would Donald Trump want anything to do with someone that now be held in custody, that extra all the shit that excuse, yeah, he thinks that Donald Trump's done it. Donald Trump don't want nothing to do that. People are still saying, where's the files? I thought you were going to open the files. So I do watch. I'm not stupid. Over there, right? You say that Donald Trump won the vote for the young, from the young, you get me, like the young people starting to vote, which is correct. Yeah, it's right. Right about now, think about it, right? He went on the Nelk Boys, he went on Joe Rogan, he went in fucking McDonald's and worked in McDonald's. He was literally trying to like identify like with normality so much. Get me? It won. It worked because it was all over the news. Donald Trump's his because I loved watching the elections and you know the build up and all that stuff. I loved it. That's why I used to come on and be talking about Donald and that it was funny shit at first, but still like going on about. So we'll get to that another time. So, so yeah, he's lost the young people's vote, right? In America now. The young people in America, remember when Tate obviously kind of like did have that male, everybody, you know, the male is kind of like looking up to him and thinking, yeah, I've got to better myself than ABC. And obviously, having someone like Andrew Tate at that point promoting, because Andrew Tate actually says that he's the reason why Donald Trump won the election. I mean, I wouldn't take it that far. I wouldn't take it that fucking far. But it definitely helped. Not Andrew, the so-called manosphere, helped Donald Trump win the election. But these Epstein files have now got the young people going, you were going to talk, you thought you told us you're going to release them files. So now the young people over in the States, they're questioning him now. And now, you know, if you have a look now, is he at the moment, I mean, I haven't got a PC sat next to me right now. So at the moment, is he fucking like, is he like the most thinking president because of the war, like the most like not wanted president right about now. He's like he's literally losing like left, right, and centre. Um, you've got Mandani who's just gone into to New York. Um, I don't do religion over politics. When you mix the two together, it becomes very too shyster. Um, Madness, the topic, water, coke, but like at least I'm drinking the water. That is it, right? So I'm gonna go with it like that. Stay hydrated, people. Drink water. What our bodies are made up of. Half the time, most of the time, I'm not thinking like, yeah, uh, I've done this live here now just off the fact that 5 o'clock and put it like Andrew, Secret, Expo, all the members that comment when they're active. I know it's early day right now. And obviously, we're not gonna get a mad one. This is me doing what I'm setting all this, and I'll open up later on for our live because everyone wants to tap on. I'll do a lot of racing voices. But I think it'd be good to come on here every now and again and me do my little update on what do I think of what the fuck's going on. So now that I've had a few people pass through, I'm gonna release the names of 2 people at the moment now. So if you're watching now, I'd say lock on, you know, right? Let's get to 4, man. Get that number up 4. Hit like, as I said that I'm gonna hold it. These 2 people that are going at stuff like that, I'm like, yo, So I've had people that are normal around having a face that real on all over Facebook now. There's no escaping it. Get me like it's like an epidemic. Yeah, no escaping it. Come back into the reaper, you hear the door. That's coming back in rock split. I thought I was clever, didn't I? Thinking, yeah, I've got two joints. Go back in and took it. Ah, right. So how on earth or what is going on with Sam Walker and Darren Gill? I usually don't talk about Darren and so on because obviously people have got a lot to say about Darren on YouTube. I've got an interview with him. People do think of him in the best way. I've got nothing against that. That's that friend. It was cool when we were in that way, when we met each other. It was a good little interview. But, Darren's Darren, and he said, he's a madman. And he's a funny madman at that, though. You get me, like, guy in the past goes on his rant, funny, you know. And I always said, through lockdown and that, spoke some positive shit. I think he took a lot of people by storm at that point. So I was not the only one. So anyway, right, him and Sam Walker at the moment, like, why on earth is he being, why does he think that, is it true that he thinks that Sam Walker is the other murderer? Like, please, I need someone to start hitting the comments, letting me know whether that's what's happening. Because I've been seeing it on Facebook and I'm being told from Alan that yo, Sam Walker's my big guy. Look, and I heard this quite a while ago. I know it's not new news, but the feud that's going on at the moment, and obviously I've seen videos of Sam live in Chester calling Darren out for the same stuff, saying, I've got my paperwork, I'll show you my paperwork. So that's on about his charge sheets. So is he showing him that he's not the murderer of I mean, I don't want to say it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to tarnish someone like that, man, because Jesus, man, that is a that is so strong, like, to put that and say that you are that person, and I really think it. Because I've heard all these people coming on YouTube, coming out and saying, oh, yeah, someone, sorry, you were sick, they were wrong, and so on and so on. Like, yeah, it's all over. But what this, what Darren is potentially, or what I'm assuming from what I'm being told, he thinks that he doesn't think he's the guy. He thinks he's the main, like one of the killers of the young individual from Liverpool. Like, that's like, that's if it's not, if you've not got your information right, that's wrong. That's wrong. And if it isn't, which I don't think it is, I'm being told, I've got other people convinced around me. Like, they're showing their, like, yeah, but it look like so do that. I'll look at that thing there, I'll be cool there. I'm like, I was sat down at the table and I thought, probably not. Because this is what I'm saying. It's all over Facebook. It's like any secret in Scotland right now. Love all over our pages in over here. And is Billy Moore and Darren arguing? Just say yes or no. It's a viral video going around of Darren and Billy Moore when they had the argument. And then what about Sam and Darren has been accused some I can't yet that I didn't even want to say the end bit, but there we go. That's from someone that ain't got clue about YouTube or nothing. Yo, being accused of being potentially told you're that person, and and Sam having to defend that, and then Darren got turned up. Darren turned up to my house, so he's able to meet, you know. And if he really thinks that he's that guy, and he wants to show the information, don't you go to the meeting if you're the one who called it out? And like I said, everyone knows that I don't call no one out on this tube thing here, right? I can't be arsed, no. And I don't give two flying what people think. If people are streaming stuff on YouTube, it then becomes public knowledge. I can speak about what the fuck I want, mate. Let me tell you, documentary, artistic, journalistic, whatever the fuck. I don't care. I'll speak about it because it's madness when I've got the normal people that actually know the people. I'm walking like, yo, I'm like, what? I'm thinking, right, like, nah, that can't be right. But then I'm like, that was news ages ago. I'm like, that's old news because I'm thinking like, oh, it's just landed on Facebook now, like time ago. But no, it's not. It's up to date stuff, man. It's recent from what I'm being told, what I know. And if you're having to defend that, then man, that's wrong to put that forward. And if that was a person, right, that committed this act many years ago, which is heinous, one of the most heinous acts that has ever been done in the UK, that that I'm telling you is you'd have to have more fun than Brighton, Blackpool, Miami, all the beaches in the world. You'd have to have more fun than all of them because we know that Sam is a very outspoken YouTuber. He's been over to Africa. He helped the children in Africa. Darren's on YouTube. Darren's on TikTok. Darren's on Madman. We're all madmen. You know what I mean? We come from a mad lifestyle where every fucker's got PTSD. I'll tell you straight up, that's what we're PTSD. Yeah, but bad PTSD. So that's all. That's fine. So yeah, being having to defend it, you know, I don't even know the last name, but then that I don't like to say. I'm just going to leave it here. Say if someone in the comments knows what I'm on about, so or go do your research. If you in, like you want to know like what the fuck it is and it's crazy, and if you're from the UK, you'll know about the situation. So what do you think? Like what? Go do your research on who Sam Martin being told that he is being told that he is not Sam Walker with somebody else with a new and that Sam's his new. I don't believe it I don't believe it like a mofo. I'm telling you, I don't believe it. But then, oh, here's where shit gets wild. Then you say to yourself, but like, the other lad, the other one, because there was two of them that did that heinous act. The other lad, which I'm not saying Sam's the other one, but the other one that is being told that he is, the other individual got out and turned into a, oh God, I've got my mad dog coming. I've got my mad dog coming. Yeah, so there I've got him. when they talk when they talking about Batman, like I think look at you know up to the end of the 24 hours. So yeah, to be told, I mean you've got to bring proof before you put out that. I'm gonna go and watch some of the videos because at first I thought, well, I watch stuff, but it's not even bothered. But that I don't. By the way, I haven't seen Darren saying these things. What you do? What go back out? What is he thinking of me? Yeah. What is it? Mm, I think, so yeah, I mean, man, I've heard Sam. I've not heard Darren accusing me. That's what I need to go and watch. I need to hear what because we know what Darren's like. Darren's high with his opinion. Like he's got something to say, Darren. He'll say it out fucking aloud. So obviously, I need to go back to searching Darren G videos because this is something I want to keep on top of, man. Because that's some crazy shit. Um, Even accusing him of it, and if it turns out not to be, it's like, wow, Darren, like that's bad. But if it turns out to be him, it's like, wow, like 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 we possibly even getting killed, like 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 that type of tag on that on a person. I mean, the people that want them died, death, those two individuals that did that thing, people that punched it that want them off this earth. What he did was one of the worst crimes that ever took place in Britain. So everybody remembers it, from our generation, but then everyone remembers it. But like I say, it's wrong to be wrong. It's wrong if you've not got your information right. Got to run through something like that. So I'm gonna happily go and watch the Darren video, a couple of Darren videos that I can see. I don't do TikTok on that though. Funny to be on that banner in it. I think I might have a TikTok though. Still. I haven't got Instagram and TikTok down in Styla. You know. So I'm going to have to go and have a look at Darren doing what and why he's accusing him of being, one was called John Venable, the other was called John Venables was the one that I started getting done for secret things like that. That's what he got for. The other one went quiet. Nobody ever heard from him again. But then you only go out, so yeah, I've got to hear what Darren's got to say about it. But gang, I'll be back with some like why what why Darren's saying it. Um, I'll note down. I'm gonna do a little bit of journalistic information. I'm gonna go and have a look at that and see why on earth is Sam having to defend the fact that he is not one of the most heinous individuals in the whole country. And I don't think he is, right? But I want to know why Darren has got a strong opinion about some why does Sam keep saying you better meet me if you want to fucking see this paperwork so I'll show it you. Meet me at any time at this place and keep giving me different definitions. So I want to know myself. Now I've heard Sam going mental, been shown it, get me. It's not like I've consumed it because I've been shown it by other people. They know that I do the tube and they know that I know who's like who's doing it. So I think it's madness, right? You need to have proof of something like that. So I've got to see what. And Now here's something that Darren, no, that Sam did say. He said you're making fucking complete lies. You're an absolute liar, making shit right up. So what is it that he's gonna? What is it that Darren said that's made up? You know, because obviously he's been trying to put two and two together to get four, which I'm not saying it is that Darren's got his math correct at the moment. I'm not saying that because he might not have it right, might be adding things up, and because from what I know, Sam was active in run card and he was smacking run card with brandies and whiskey. Um, the drink. Anyone knows what I'm on about will know what I'm on about. But he had a big trap line up there, and he was like the bleeding like one of the main. So and then obviously he went to done his thing in Africa and became quite popular on YouTube, and now he's on everybody's phones. It's pretty funny. He reminds me of Barry Grant when he comes on with his shades on and shit, and he's having his talk. But being accused of being that guy, I kind of feel sorry for him. I'll tell you the truth, man. That's why I've been like. That's why at the beginning I was like, I'm not even saying the name straight away. Just like I want to kind of get my point across, like that I'm not like looking at the situation, but yo, let's see what it's really in. I just want to look like, man, that really saying such a mad thing, and if he's not got anything that's like if he's making something up, like what is it that he's saying? Let me go and listen, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll be like, what Darren said. And I'll stand by. I'll put all my chips right now on. I don't think Sam Walker is the thing, the person that is being made out, or people think that like crazy, crazy. It's worse than being talking stuff like being serious. You know what I mean? Like it's really worse than that. So yo, until next time. And this is on stream, yeah. The camera ain't been too bad since I've clicked onto the Wi-Fi thingy. Godson, big up Godson. So I'm gonna go back through for today. We'll call it an hour and a half, and then we'll be back on later on. Um, I'm gonna get the camera to go through. So big up Godson as well, which I've had my actual veterans in. Oh my God, man! Oh, we've got Johnny Wong up in this mofo, man. Johnny, I've not seen nothing. I've not. Ras, this is what I mean. I'm sorry. I should have had my camera this way. Right, let me see what's going on. I've got ganging. I've got ganging. Johnny Wong, big up, brother. I hope you're well. Right, right. Here we go. I'm getting to read the comment. I'm from sake. No, I'm not being that. I mean, we're carrying on the stream now because I've got all the answers to what everyone's saying, and I didn't know. Right, I'm just going to finish that out for now, Andrew. I'm going to what? Right, okay. So Secret Squirrel has never had anything bad to say about Darren before in the past, and this is an opinion. It's not saying something bad. You're allowed an opinion, and you're allowed to have a look on how you feel that someone's life is when they make their life public. Okay, so that is me saying that is her not slagging the person off. She obviously sees him and believes it, and sees it angry. I was asking before, can anybody else name this guy? What's coming? like what all I use to on is that now I know like that's exactly what I when I was studying part I used to like I used to use it as much as I the cover of it from on the street. So as I said I didn't say that like man I never like down a strong pitch so I didn't file that's what I didn't do. At the moment I think I've been telling everybody doing the limits are always that or or that you do people to do what happens to whatever. Essentially, the one you do that way that's the hat for the hat. So then got that or uh, that do it that. Right. So we've had Johnny Wong. I love it when he's named like Johnny Wong. Like this like a radio show. Like no fact. I tell you fact. Like such a coincidence. But this is where we get this what Popo's wrinkling with the other dog right now. This dog gang gang came here before. Too much coincidence. So Johnny Wong, is that in regard to the list? Your mother not one to governor. Yo, is that better? That'll be better now. But this is what I mean, right? So hit the notifications as well, man, because I'm starting to get active with this shit. Because there's mad stuff going on now. Like there's a reason to get back to it. Johnny Wong. So when you say it's too much of a coincidence, do you mean like the analyzations of the pictures and stuff that people have been putting out and like I mean or are you just trolling to kind of or do you like is Darren somebody that you watch, bro? You got the mic check, good, nice one, brother. And I'm only asking, like I'm not. It's not a catch you out. It's not a catch you out question, bro. It's me literally. It's me thinking, what do you think? Because even like like I'm hearing people that I know say to me that it is coincidences and too much, and I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, that's just some YouTube madness. I'm like, on YouTube. I'm like, you can be on there, and people will accuse you of being related to Ted Bundy. You know what I mean? And fucking, like you've got to be squeaky clean. And I mean, like, not squeaky squeaky. Like, you can have. We've all been, car. Well, we've not all been car thieves, have we? But right, well, let me try and get this right. I'm having to keep it up now so I can see. Right, so we've all had a history of knowing, like lads on the estate growing up and you know selling things that you shouldn't, taking things that you shouldn't, um, things like that. Because like everyone grows up. You get me? Like you get to an age, man. Not everyone's had the same beginning. Some people have had it rougher than others. I watched a program the other day. It broke my heart, man. Broke my fucking heart. Um, it was like it was only on for about 30 minutes. I swear to God. And I don't know whether any of you remember the case, but I might have been a little bit too young at the time. I thought I remember the name. And was it Charlene Downs from Blackpool that went missing? And he thought that she'd been took into a kebab shop and put in kebabs. Like, and the girl's never been found or nothing or anything. And like it, and they tried to prosecute the people from the um, takeaway. Yeah, the police and them wanted the CPS wanted to go forward with it, but I don't know if I'm using the right word, but the police they wanted to use all types of evidence. Yeah, I'm not trying to want that on the screen. I remember that case, Danny. See, so when I watched that the other day, Secret, right? Sometimes I think like, because like man, like I had a rough beginning where like you're able, you know, but when I heard the lifestyle that that girl was put through before that had even happened to her, broke my heart, mate. Like a fucking mum and dad. I swear to God, I would be able to blow the wig dry off, like right off the head. I'd actually, you know what I mean? From what I heard, if someone passed me the thing and said they've got the death penalty, you like, do you want to press the button on them? Man, I'd press the button and watch their melon splatter all over the room, mate, and think you horrible. Like, how dare you see anything like that? What? Like sick, like one of the most sickest things I've ever heard in my life. Like it broke me heart. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think it's. Let's be honest. I'll let your word say that, Secret. Um, in Secret's voice, I'm gonna get a soundboard, Secret, and get like get your Scott, get one for you for Scottish, get one for me for English, and we'll get Johnny Wong on for Chinese. Oh, hey, what's going on here? I'll chink Kev again. What's happened, Johnny Wong? Have you chinned? Have you been banging people out, bro? Sorry, YouTube. Um, I do not agree with Johnny Wong in anyone. Um, this is for documentary purposes and artistical reasons. Um, and this message is to YouTube. It's not my view. It's someone else's. You've got to keep doing it. Nah, like when I say that I've been watching this stuff, like how to do YouTubing and stuff. I know, like, right about now before, I'm not even looking at the comments properly. So it doesn't look like I'm off to a good start, does it? But I've brought you me. You get me? So you've got me, right? It don't matter if the camera keeps moving and your telly's all over the gap or whatever. It don't matter, right? Because it's the only way that I'm going to be able to see the screen. I'm trying to get it perfect so I can let go of it. Right. I'm having to sit like this. But it's sit, man. This is uncomfortable. I've got no clue. What's that? Oh my god, the chair sat there like that. Just with no powder though, you get me? Got that. Don't know about any of the chat gang yet. But that powder shit, marching powder. Oh, get fucked. No way. No, it was the soul out here. 40 odd years old, taking take, taking bleeding marching powder at 40 odd years old, and they give yourself a fucking heart attack, right? Then go for it. But I tell you what, you won't be able to go out and get these trackies, what he said before. You won't be able to get your hair all the time. That'll take over your life, mate. Um, don't do drugs, kids and adults. He used to say, don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs at all. Smoke weed, do that. If your doctor has prescribed you some medication, you believe it's for you, then take it. Drugs, they're no good. I've seen them. I've heard recently about, I'm going to say it, a family member. I don't know exactly who it is, but I'm not going to say it. But it's, I know Johnny Wong, man. You know what? One day you need to bring me a delivery, bro. Honestly, God, mate. If you can, if you yeah, can get on that what and get me up, right, get me a load of that crab meat and get me a nice hot and sour soup on the go, yeah. I'll take one of them, bro. I'll have I'll get some of them. I'll get some ribs in okay sauce with the onions. Get me with the sweet sauce. I'll get that, bro. And fried rice, nah, special fried rice with curry sauce and prawn crackers. You get me, obviously. You don't put prawn crackers in, bro. Come on. I'd say a bottle of Coke, you know what I mean? But these days, a bottle of Coke, you need a gold card. Everyone, everyone, you go around to someone's house, like, they go like, "Do you want a can of Coke?" You're like, "Yeah, go on then." They'll give you fucking can of Diet Coke. They're gonna give you a can of Diet Coke, man. No one can. They can't afford. No, no, no. Yo, do you want a Pepsi? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, like, Diet Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. Oh, he's written it down for me as well, man. That's my order that all the time as well, bro. When I am when I'm when I've been hungover, like mate, that's the food. But yeah, back to that. What adults shouldn't do. I believe, yeah, right. This is what I strongly believe because I have a lot of updates from friends of mine saying, you know, so and so died of an heart attack and stuff like that. See what I mean? Everyone is fucking out of that. Yeah, I just think, no, but no more alcohol for anybody. Too much sugar. About sugar tax. When we agree on that, sugar tax, but people are still putting free sugars in the copper. What? What? So I can't have a can of Coke with sugar in, but no, full fat, not full sugar, but it's on 250 mils. So you're even taking the amount off you what you drink it. Like, yeah, we'll do you the can of Coke then, but it's not as much. Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, can you believe that it cost? the same money for a small bottle, right? Here's the madness on how them drinks, right? Coca Cola, Pepsi, and all of them, right? You can buy a can of Coke and it will cost you the same price as what a small bottle of Coke will cost you. And then also, you can get a big bottle of Coke, same price as what a small bottle of Coke would cost. So then, what's the difference between a big bottle, 2 litres, and a 300 ml or 250 ml that you get now? That you get, like, come on, man, it's madness. Sugar tax, because the world's going mad in front of our eyes. Um, yeah, I think the world's going mad. I don't know whether it's always been mad. You get me? Is that what it's like at your? Is that how it's coming, bro? When you put an order in, right, I won't ask for no Pepsi, bro. Pepsi, Pepsi is a letdown, isn't it? Isn't it? You know what? But what's funny now though is the full fat Pepsi, the blue ones. Years ago, you used to get given that right with everything. They used to throw 'em at you, with like with food. Do you want a Pepsi with it? Yeah, do you want a drink? Pepsi, Pepsi, Pepsi. Give you one every time, right? Like like because of that they were that like cheap to them. But like now, because of this sugar tax thing, the blue Pepsi, like the full sugar ones, like they're like they're doing that like it's mad. Like what? Like well, it is what it is. Anyway, head hiding in a tent. Oh shit! Try to have your cat. You know what, bro? I've got a feeling there's got some business going on here, right? Like triad shit. I think Johnny Wong is literally like an official in the triad, or would be the Yakuza. I am Godzilla. Well, yeah, I'm thinking to go live later. I think this one here now has actually done a few done some good minutes. I think I will be going live because I've got the earphones. I can just put them in. I go to my own world then. I'm just coming here and chill. Um, in them times. Oh, is that Japan? That's like a disrespect to you, isn't it, bro? Sorry, I'm sorry. That's not well overstood. Not even understood. Overstood. See? Oh man, right. I later on will tell you the story about when I was in the casino and I'm never allowed in that casino again. It's got me barred from loads of casinos to get had a link to all of us. And I'm telling you what, I absolutely had it with a triad in the middle of a casino. I was well in my head. I right, I'll tell you the truth. I went out right to make a telephone call in down in the casino bit where it was. There's no signal. So I went and made a phone call. I went back to the casino, and where my seat was, there was somebody sat there, but they just clicked, and it turned into a fight between me and the person that was sat there. But then I ended up surrounded by loads of Chinese people and security all over the place. Now you can imagine the security at a casino in Manchester City Centre. It's proper like Las Vegas looking, right? You can imagine the security, yeah? Every security motherfucker was there, right? And I'm a cocky little bastard, right? So I turned around and was arrogant and said, "Wow, what are they? Are they? Oh, we've gone back down to it's gone back down to that. That was me there, then messing it. It's probably good that we didn't hear it because it's a story about me being in the casino, and I ended up thinking that a Chinese person that stole my seat with friend that they had the money on their screen, which was actually my money, but there was a misunderstanding and it turned into a big fight. Loads of Chinese people was like surrounding me, and I had loads of security, sort of like kind of shield me. But I was like, thinking, what the fuck is going on here? And yeah, it was triads. Um, it was a crazy situation. It got me barred from a lot of casinos. Um, yeah, man. Not like the casinos are good at like get the fucking they're good for a night out, and if you want to go, if you've got a certain amount of money and you're not asked about splattering it, you don't go in there and do it all in one. You like you'll have a night out of it. So let's say if you were to go to a casino and you've got £200, you make sure you get a full night out of it. Don't fucking just go in there and lose your money in 10 minutes and walk out like a donut. Now some people do that. But no, yeah, if I was to go to, it would always be for fun reasons. Like back then, I was watching money though. So yeah, I think it was many. I think it's about 20 years old. But still bad to this day from the casino. And it's actually changed its name, it changed everything. Um, yeah, look, that's what happened, man. You know what they told me as well when I got outside the casino? They said to me when we release you from the back doors, run towards the city centre because like they didn't know that they might have people waiting for me outside. Like they were serious. The guy that I kicked off with, the people that he was with, were fucking serious. And the worst part about it is, I'd got it all wrong. He was not in my seat. I'd moved seats. I'd had a few too many drinks and forgot what I did. At the time that Danny Styla tried it with a triad mate, and I realised that triads they don't fight on their own, man. But well, they might have done, yeah, but it was about five or three. But there was about probably about 25 of us. Yeah, at least. Yeah, man. And that was when we were doing, I'm old now. But yo, gang, I'll be back live later on. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Johnny Wong, nice one for the big rocking in, bro. Um, Godson, bless, bro. Nice one for coming in, G. And Secret, I'll give you the link on that later on, fam. 100%, you know that. Andrew, always wait for him to pop in. Because sometimes I know he always says, like, man, I've missed a live. You've got this one, bro. Um, like I say, I get some space later on and I'll go live, man, and we'll talk about some madness. And I'm going to go look up this stuff, what Darren's saying, too, because I think it's crazy to be naming him Robert Thompson or Robert, like, man, you know, like, that's crazy work. Chinese don't mess about. We went and tried to rob a chippy, right? You're not going to believe. They tried this throwing chip fat at us, hot chip fat. We soon got out of there, and that was when I was about 18 as well. So I'm, you know, still old right now, mate. This game, um, and everything they've done was all sort of like, but yeah, they allegedly threw all a load of chip fat at me. Chinese do not mess about, mate. And after that chippy incident that allegedly happened, I would have never tried it with anyone Chinese ever again. Nope. We did get a couple of grows though, but that's for another story, you know what I mean? But you know about getting those Chinese grows people? Come on, story time. You get me? Right, anyway, if someone needs to clip down into some AI clips, man, if it does it. But gang, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be going live again. like I said, I want to keep doing this thing, but under an app, give me keep it under 2 hours now. Peace out, people. You know what? Mental health over wealth. Just like when we started. Get me. Big out, people. Nice one.